immediately becomes her potential ally in February 2014.
So when you meet her, you ask her that question, huh?
No,
when you meet her, you ask her the question.
I thought as spokesperson, you're supposed to be
No. What you see, Rajdeep, the issue is now with the book. Now, will you think, as it is, politicians now would be a little cagey about you? Because now in your next book, God knows what conversation you will write. Ye hone wala hai?
No, I actually was very careful. I kept a lot of private conversations out of the book. I was very clear that I would only
share with us one thing you really wanted to put in, but you were now, come on.
No,
what do you think?
No, I can't.
Yeah, one little, come on, Rajdeep. I've been so soft today on the interview, you know, I mean, give us one little piece of masala which you wanted to put in there, but come on.
No, there was a senior Congress leader who I remember 6 months before the elections telling me that if Rahul Gandhi leads us, then I can write our obituary right away.
You want to write his obituary by giving us his name?
No. That would be extremely unfair.
Okay, Rajdeep, who is the most difficult politician you've interviewed? The most on the truck, on the ground, that one?
No, I think Narendra Modi, I find politicians like Narendra Modi and Bal Thackeray were actually good to interview because they gave it, they gave it to you as good as they got. And Modi was a difficult politician to interview, I think in his second half of his political career. I look at 2002 as the turning point. Look at Modi before 2002, and there's this great incident that, my favorite story in the book is...
where you got him on the television show at short notice?
Yeah, that's right. And it's good for you because you might see that as a sign of future growth because...
No.
The year was 2000. And I used to do a program at NDTV called News Hour at 10 p.m. with Ornab. So you can imagine what the decibel levels of the program were. So at 10 p.m. was the program every night. At 8:40, the BJP guest dropped out, Vijay Kumar Malhotra. And we had Rajesh Pilot, the late Rajesh Pilot, on the other side. So Ornab tells me, we might as well not do the program if the BJP is not willing to come. I said, at this time, I know one BJP leader in Delhi who even at this late hour I can call. So I rang up Narendra Modi, and I know Gujarati a bit. So I said, Narendra Modi, avi jao. Modi sahib, tame avi jao, which is in Gujarati, please come. Mr. Modi was clever even then. He said, your guest must have dropped out. I said, yes. Being a Gujarati, he was very careful also. He said, you see, I don't have a car. I said, don't worry, taxi le lo. He said, paisa kon aapse? So I said, don't worry, sir. The moment you reach the office, the money will be made ready. You please just rush into the car. Time is running out. This is the man, of course, today who doesn't give who wouldn't give any of us time. Then rush in 1 minute, all of 1 minute agrees to come. 9:55, 9:56, producers panicking. Suddenly, Mr. Modi literally running into the studio, Rajdeep, avi gyo, I've come. So Derek, the moral of the story is you can be spokesperson one day, you can be the Prime Minister the next.
Yes. Rajdeep.
So,
Rajdeep, tell me.
Who knows?
When you guys got Padma Shri, which year did you get the Padma Shri?
Stay on the right side of Mamta.
Which year did you get the Padma Shri?
Huh?
Which year did you get the Padma Shri?
In 2008.
2008. You got it, a couple of other journalists have got it. Today we are hearing the announcements in the newspapers that another slew of journalists have got the Padma Shri. They are right. You guys had your... Do you think these awards have any meaning?
I'll be honest.
Because today they've announced a few Padma Shris and it's all right. You guys were called the secular Padma Shris. So do they really have any meaning?
No,
seriously?
Let me be very honest. On hindsight, and hindsight is always wise. And I perhaps took the wrong counsel at the time. I should have refused it. I don't believe journalists should take state awards. I know it's easy to say this in hindsight today. But I genuinely mean that. I mean, I'll be honest with you, Derek.
You can give it back?
No. I got an award.
No, why can't you give it back?
I'm happy to give it back. I'm happy to. Look.
You had a higher purchase for 6 years.
Yeah, but Derek, it's not about giving it back. It's about at that moment in time seeing it in a different way to the way I see it today. I think it's as simple as that. But let me be honest. In 2003. There was the International Broadcasters Award that we got for our coverage of the Gujarat riots, where the competition was BBC, CNN, the best in the world. I think you felt great. Just a month ago, you know, I got this Asian Broadcasting Award for the best newscaster for our coverage of 17 May of the day.
So now that you've done
day,
your plug, Rajdeep.
No, hold on.
One sec. No.
Since you asked me a question, you must wait for the answer.
No, that's what you all don't do. Go ahead.
No, so therefore, as a result, I think somewhere those awards mean a lot because I think they are competitive. I think a lot of awards given in this country, even media awards, are frankly given to get the person to come to your award ceremony. They're not given often on merit. True. It's like film awards. You know, they've become less and less about merit. They become more and more about let's.
But I think the film stars and the politicians both know this by now.
Of course, and so should media persons. But the broader point, I think journalists should stay away from state awards because the state just wants to co-opt or compromise you.
But now you're giving us lectures after taking your award in 2008. Just because
I agree.
Because Chopin has got the award today and some other right-wing journalists have got today, you're saying journalists should stay away. You're sounding like holier than thou.
No, I've not said that. I'm saying that's my belief. I'm not saying it has nothing to do with whoever gets the award. Every individual is entitled. P. Sainath, who got the Magsaysay for his remarkable reporting on rural India, didn't accept the Padma Shri, and I respect him for that. Swapan Dasgupta, Rajat Sharma get the award, accept it. Good luck to them. I think it's an individual choice. I don't want to say that every journalist should. And I genuinely believe none of it has affected my journalism. Taking the Padma Shri didn't affect my journalism in any way. I continue to be the same journalist I was before and the same journalist I was after.
Rajdeep, little on the personal side. When we were in school, we used to keep scrapbooks with pictures of your father. You wanted to be a cricketer before you became a journalist?
Yeah, most journalists have failed at something else and therefore become journalists. So, you want to be Sachin Tendulkar, cannot be, so you go and write about him and interview him.
Arnav failed in what, before he became a journalist?
That's a question you should ask him. I think he wanted to be a lawyer. I'm not sure, but I think he did.
No, but on a personal
Actually, he wanted to be judge. He didn't want to be the lawyer.
Nice. But to be a son of a famous father, how important was that to you when you started your career, or did it matter at all?
No, it doesn't matter. I mean, I was a journalist. My father was a cricketer. If I had been the time when I was trying to be a cricketer, I think that time it was a little difficult because even if you scored 60 runs, it was never seen as good enough. You were supposed to score 100, and I think it was very tough. I mean, I always feel sorry for Sachin Tendulkar's son because he will always, whether he likes it or not, live in this great shadow. My father was a cooler guy in that sense. He didn't really, it didn't really make much of a difference, I think, to him, whether I scored the 100 or 60. But I think people outside believe that you've got to aspire to that level. The good thing about cricket, unlike politics, in politics you can be the son of a chief minister or the nephew of a chief minister and become powerful. In journalism,
I'll let that pass.
Good. You've got no. In cricket doesn't run in someone's blood. Look, Rahul Gandhi is where he is because he's Sonia Gandhi's son. I mean, otherwise, frankly.
Yeah, but eventually, Rajdeep, let me talk on behalf of them. Eventually, every time in 5 years, you have to go out and get elected.
That's a rubbish argument because you get
elected.
Yeah, but it's a dynasty that you're promoting.
No, you still get elected.
Yeah, you get elected, but you still run it on the basis of a closed shop. It's a family business. I mean, let's be honest. I hope your party doesn't become a family business because most regional parties have become family business. It would be a terrible pity if the Trinamool Congress, with all its idealism, ends up becoming a family business of Mamta, Derek, and friends. I mean, it would be terrible.
Good one. Rajdeep, how difficult or how enjoyable is it to be a Jamai of Bengal? You're married to a lovely Bengali lady. Pluses, minuses? Tell us the pluses. We don't want to know the minuses, but
Bengali women extremely difficult to deal with. Very difficult.
Yeah, tell me about this. This is one subject which I'm pretty much a PhD compared to you, because you're once married, I'm twice married. So.
You've gone through it several times over.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah. Okay, but no.
And
look,
full stop.
No, look. The great pluses are that you get wonderful mother-in-laws. My mother-in-law is
my mother-in-law is sitting here. She's going to cook dinner for me tomorrow.
My mother-in-law is the most amazing Bengali cook.
Okay.
And the great thing is she insists that she's only going to keep the recipes with herself. She refuses to share it with the world because she believes that the recipes must live with with her and her kitchen and not be passed to the next generation. But that's the big advantage.
Okay.
That's one of the many advantages. The other advantage is, I like the idea that Bengali women by and large are extremely feisty. I think they stand, you can't run over them, which is great. That's the way they, it's
Feisty.
F-I-E-S.
Got that. I'm dwelling on the word feisty.
Yeah,
Lots of pictures come to mind.
I know you've lived. Not only have you had two women to live with, you have to live with a third at the moment. and she is feisty with a capital F.
Yeah. You got it wrong. Actually, it's feisty with all capitals.
That's right. Yes, that's right. She is.
Okay, Rajdeep, your next book. I must tell you something, Rajdeep. I heard two versions about your love for money.
Yeah. I have no love for money.
Yeah, I know. A couple of your colleagues told me that your money is a big motivator for you. And I must tell you, your publisher, Chiki Sarkar, said you're perhaps the only author who took 60 seconds to sign a contract. You didn't look at the numbers. You just signed it. You weren't bothered about the money. So which one is the true Rajdeep? Who do I believe? The publisher or your colleagues?
I know that Avik is not on your favorite list of people, but
No.
Chiki, you should believe what Chiki said. No, that's true. Money has never been a driving force. Honestly, it hasn't. Not ever. Not.
What do you tell young people here today who are looking for careers?
Particularly for book writing, no one pays. Let's be honest, most publishers don't pay. I hope that Mala picks up 10,000 books or Tata Steel picks up 10,000 books and distributes them. The idea is that, the book writing should be a profession which can sustain you.
Are you giving Chetan Bhagat competition with this heavy duty marketing of your book?
No, Chetan Bhagat sells his book.
Who is that famous author who said, once you write the book, let it be. The book will take care of itself.
No, unfortunately.
You and Chetan are becoming the porn stars, so to speak.
No, you've got to market your book. What's wrong? Look, you guys market all kinds of things which are, you market your political party.
No, I agree with you.
And often do that by telling blatant lies. I'm trying to market a book on the basis of honesty, which is a better way to do life, a better way to live life. I think more and more people should read. I believe people should read this book. I've marketed it because I believe in the book. If I didn't believe in the book, I wouldn't market it. It's like a filmmaker. I think good filmmakers should market their films better. A lot of bad filmmakers just market their books or their films simply because they're caught in this hype industry. But I don't see anything wrong in marketing books. Books should be marketed.
I agree with you, Rajdeep. When is your next book? I seriously agree with you that you should be going out to colleges, to functions like these to market the book. Nothing wrong with that. Tell us about your next book. See, I'm giving you a chance to plug.
I haven't even thought of the next book.
Rajdeep.
I've got two ideas.
Yeah,
one is
so
to
share
write
with us. Kolkata can give you feedback and we give it always for free.
Okay, we can do three books.
Two ideas. Three books.
I've got three ideas. One is dynasty. Look at all the dynasties of India, the political dynasties of India.
Right.
The other is is to look at Mumbai or Bombay through the eyes of cricket, which I think is a great way to look at a city. And the third, if Mamata Banerjee wins the next election, we can do an authorized biography or authorized autobiography, and she can reveal all.
Okay.
Who took how much money for what deal? Everything can be put out.
So very fine. So these are the three.
Yeah.
These are the three.
It has to be authorized tell-all biography.
Yes. Authorized, these are the three. So the first two can happen in 2015 and the next one after we win in 2016.
That's right.
Okay? We'll share the royalty. Questions? Come questions from the audience. Yes. Yes, the gentleman at the back. Yeah, you. We can hear you. It's okay. Few questions and then we'll call it an evening.
Mr. Sardesai, I'd like to talk about your role, media's role, particularly with Mr. Modi's campaign during the 2014 general elections. Because the duty of the media is to put a prime ministerial candidate under full scrutiny. And as you know, it just came on the heels of the SIT report, which was accepted by the district court. When Manoj Mehta wrote a very detailed book on how the entire SIT went wrong, there was absolutely no discussion on TV18 during this period. When Manoj Mehta wrote on the 1984 riots, CNN-IBN and 90TV and all the others, and it was a brilliant book. they had a very good discussion on the same. So I would like to know as to why you didn't have a discussion when he wrote the second book, and is it also true that there's a rumor going which that Karan Thapa actually wanted to interview him, but there was something wrong with the management with TV18 and didn't want that to happen?
Okay.
That question, this is how rumors spread. If anyone knows me, I would have been and Manoj is a friend. So in fact, we certainly did have a discussion on the broader issues that have been raised about the manner in which the SIT conducted itself. Did we discuss Manoj's book per se? No, we didn't. But there were no orders that, you can't discuss Manoj's book or whatever. If you remember, I think the book comes out at a time when the election campaign had just about begun. I couldn't agree with you more that, Mr. Modi or indeed even Rahul Gandhi has not been subject, or even Sonia Gandhi has not been subject to the kind of scrutiny that they should be. I believe political leaders get away today increasingly without being subject to the kind of scrutiny that they should be. So in the context of the 2014 election, a section of the media saw Narendra Modi frankly as TRP and sort of or television rating points, and gravitated towards him in the belief that if you keep showing Modi, your ratings will rise.